Thanks so much, Terry. I promised both Terry and General McChrystal that I would keep this to 5 minutes. I teach leadership communication, and I realize that brevity is a quality that is greatly valued. So I brought my iPhone here, so I will time myself to make sure that I don't go over 5 minutes. We're just thrilled here that we have the chance to partner with the World Affairs Council. This is the first event of the Robertson Lecture Series on global business leadership. So I'd like to first send out a special thanks to Chip and Carrie Robertson. Where are you? There you go. Thanks so much, Chip. Thank you. As well as Chip's parents, Susan and Carl. And all the other members of the Harvey family who are in attendance. This UCLA Center for Global Management series is dedicated to Leo Harvey, who escaped Russia in 1905 and was in a refugee camp in Germany until 1910. With two men, with two other folks, he then founded Harvey Machine. He immigrated to the United States in 1910, founded Harvey Machine, and then, sure enough, several decades later, Harvey Aluminum is now the 5th largest aluminum company in the United States of America and a Fortune 500 company. So when we think of this Global Leadership Series, it is really embodied in Mr. Leo Harvey. So thanks so much, Chip. We really genuinely appreciate it. Also, I'd like to really send out a thanks to our 30 Anderson veterans who are here today. Thank you so much. This is, you don't know the degree of my gratitude and my admiration for you. I'm a little uncomfortable saying that because after I read General McChrystal's book, I pulled out a sentence that I'd like to just read, and it said, "As visible symbols, soldiers often receive praise or condemnation, and both reactions feel curiously undeserved." So if you feel uncomfortable with my praise, I'm sorry, but for me, it sure is deserved. So thanks so much. General Stanley McChrystal, as you all know well, from 2003 to 2008, was the head of the U.S. Joint Special Operations Command, which of course includes the Navy SEAL Team 6 and the Army's Delta Force. He commanded NATO operations in Afghanistan from 2009 to 2010 and has dedicated nearly 40 years of his life to service in the military. Since retiring from the military, he's a fellow at Yale University, a senior fellow, and the chairman of Aspen Institute's Franklin Project. And I know in our class in leadership communication, the idea of a sense of national service is something we talk a lot about. So we've been talking about you long before this event, and thanks so much for pioneering that idea. Now, he has this book out called My Share of the Task, and I got to say, there's not too many books out there that are going to keep me from Game of Thrones for 2 whole weeks. And I've been reading this book, and I feel like I know him and his family real well. There's this mystique out there in the media about General McChrystal as a Spartan, austere kind of guy, and I guess Brad Pitt is soon gonna know all about that. But that's not what this book is all about. You know, to me, this book is about a man's journey as he's become a leader. And when we read this book and we read about the mess hall fights and the 4 slugs that he received and his journey through West Point, this is the birth of a leader. And we think about his relationship with his dad, who served in Vietnam. It's a special book. To me, the book is about trust. The book is about all the things that go into leadership, but it's about trust. It's about careful thought. It's about flexibility. It's about adaptability. It's about teamwork and shared purpose. And really, very importantly, and we try to teach this to our students at Anderson, it's about partnerships and it's about collaboration. And that's sometimes the part of leadership that often gets lost, are those partnerships and those collaborations. So please do join me in welcoming someone who I think we all have just great respect for, which is General Stanley McChrystal.